Hello everyone, welcome to AurCore the Network Webinar Section 5. And today we mainly focus on the real demo about our cloud platform ACC to teach all our customer and partners to the latest functions in the cloud platform. So it's a great honor to be your host today. I'm the Kason Lee, the sales manager from AurCore. So maybe move the next part. Okay. Deeper. The next. Okay. So before we start cloud platform, then let me briefly introduce the company. We AurCore Technology, headquartered in Lake Forest, California. We mainly focus on the AI data center, enterprise, industry, and audio and video scenarios in networking part. And then with a robust global manufacturing based in Taiwan and China, we partner with the leading tech vendors like the Marvell, Realtek, etc. And the regional sales, regional distributor like the DVCom, our master distributor in the Middle East, covering all the GCC market, and then like the EAVN in Vietnam, and also SMG Indonesia, Photoromic in Singapore, Remax in Malaysia. So thank you for all the partners to do we do the business together across the North America, South Asia, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East. Next. Okay. So just a few housekeeping notes before we sign off. We want to that the cloud platform the webinar to be an attractive section. We value your input and encourage you to engage with us throughout the presentation. So if you have any questions, please post them in the Q&A bar or the meeting chat. We have a technical team and product team to answer you as soon as possible. So to make sure everyone can hear us and then they use the platform correctly. So we maybe let's start. I will pass for our technical engineer, Liber Zhao, who will respond for our today the real demo ACC cloud platform. Okay, Liber, you go ahead.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Lieber. I'm a technical support engineer at AurCore Technology. And thank you for taking time to join today's webinar here. Today, I will walk you through our network management platform in two parts. And I will begin with a brief presentation, and shortly afterward, I will move on to a quick live demo of ACC. If you have any questions during the webinar, make sure to drop them in the Q&A section, and I will be answering these questions at the end of the webinar. Let me give you a brief introduction about what we will cover today. So first, I will talk about the challenges of managing modern networks, and then I will walk you through our ACC platform. And after that, I will introduce a real live demo about ACC in practice. And finally is the Q&A section. In this section, I will talk about some common challenges in network management and why centralized cloud platform is becoming increasingly important. So first, devices are distributed across different locations, and that made the network devices are spread across multiple branches and remote sites. And without any limited visibility, it is very difficult for IT teams to monitor and manage the devices. And finally, when a problem occurs, and troubleshooting remote side will take more time and increase operational costs. And that's exactly why we built our cloud management platform. Okay, so why cloud-based management? Compared with traditional network management, cloud-based management provides much better visibility, efficiency, and flexibility. IT teams can monitor and manage devices remotely through a centralized platform, reducing maintenance complexity. Let's dive into the next part, ACC platform. And in this section, I will give you a brief introduction about our ACC platform, including some key benefits and use cases. And after that, I will walk you through a live demo to show you how it works in practice. And so now, let's take a brief look at the ACC platform. Um, ACC is a cloud-based network management platform, and we also can support the on-premises platform ACN. But today, we mainly focus on ACC platform. ACC platform is designed for centralized management and monitoring of network resources across multiple locations. As shown as shown here, you can see ACC brings together real-time monitoring, visual network topology, and more function in one centralized platform. It is very easy to do some troubleshooting. So let's take a quick look at the main features of ACC. ACC provides a centralized platform to monitor and manage your network infrastructure from switches, routers, IP cameras, and more and devices. It gives you a unified visibility into your network while also simplifying daily operations through batch configuration, multi-project management, and site management, and automatic topology generation. And with real-time alerts, precise positioning, and operation logs, you can quickly identify issues and respond more efficiently. Um, this slide shows some typical scenarios about the network management platform. For multiple site enterprise, and they provide centralized visibility and remote management across different locations. For the MSP and ISS side, they simplify the management of multiple projects and customers. And for industrial and remote deployment, they enable real-time monitoring and reduce the need for on-site maintenance. And the common goal is simple, just to make network management easier, faster, and more efficient. So after looking at what ACC can do and where it can be used, the next part is what are the main values of ACC? ACC can provide a simplified network management, complete network visibility, scalable device management, and flexible deployment options. All these capabilities help customers simplify operations and reduce overall maintenance costs. And the next part is the core highlight of today's webinar. I will show you how ACC can work in practice. Mm. Okay. Uh, uh, okay. This is an overview. This is a remote overview screen. What change and what need attention immediately. So, let's start with the dashboard. As you can see from the homepage, you can see we have the device overview section. And today we have only six devices here. So the online rate is 70%, 75%. And from the alert summary section, you can click the different button to jump to the corresponding page. Some alerts information here, unresolved and resolved, and I will introduce this section later. Let's back to the home page. And from the project notice section, you can see the information about all your project notice, such as you shared your project with others or others shared the project with you. And the project was statistics section here, and this section only displays the top 3 projects with the largest number of devices, because we only have 2 projects created here, so only 2 projects displayed here. And from the project alert trends section, you can see all your project trends here, and you can also narrow down the different severity level to narrow down the alert trends, such as critical. And you can also set the time period to narrow down the time period. And from the alert processing statistics, and this section will only display the largest number of 10 devices here, and some open and acknowledged alerts here. That means resolved and unresolved alerts here. And you can also see the alert type distribution and real-time alerts from the home page. Okay, let's go to the next part. In the project list section, this section mainly focuses on project management, and you can create a new project by clicking this button, add a project, and then enter some basic information about your project name, time zone, project address, and project locations. And I will show you example. For example, let me create a new project here, ACC webinar. A time zone, a midway, testing. Lake Forest, and the project location is Lake Forest too. Okay, and confirm it, and the project will be created here, and then you can add your own device by clicking this button and enter your MAC address here. That's very convenient. And from this page, you can also view some specific information, the project you created and the project you shared with others, and the projects the others shared with you. And from this page, you can also share your project with your colleague, with your partners, and just need to enter some recipient account and set the project permissions and the project validity. Let's go to the next section. And in the device list section is a core highlight of ACC. From this page, you can have comprehensive overview of the project. All of your devices in your project is displayed here, and you can see some specific information such as MAC address, IP address, and some soft version here. And you can also see the different legend about the device. Just clicking this button, and some normal device, alert device, and offline device, and the status. And the most importantly, all of our AurCore switches are connected by MQTT, and you can also change the device name here to change the device name to specify the different switches. For example, ACC webinar, ACC switch. Okay. In this page, you can do some actions such as monitor and configure your devices here. In the monitoring page, some basic information such as the port information. From the port information page, you can see the port status such as forwarding, disconnected, blocked, and disabled. And you can also see some Ethernet ports or optical ports, opting ports, and PoE function. And you can also see the upstream rate and downstream rate here, and PoE power. Because there's no traffic here, so the upstream rate is 0. And from the port statistics section, you can see all the historical traffic you go through your switches, and the Ethernet 101 received bytes and received packets, and some received error packets, send bytes, and send packets. And the port traffic section is a diagram about all your traffic goes through. And you can also choose the different Ethernet ports and to see some different port information and ingress rate and egress rate. And from the MAC address table, you can see all of your MAC address table learned in your switches, and alert information, the historical alert information on this switch, and some neighbor information. The neighbor information just about the devices connected to your to this switch, and you can also click the downlink device to see the neighbor, because we don't connect any other device here, so there's nothing. And the routing information, this part shows the statistic route table here, and some default route table, and DDM information about the optical transceivers, and PoE information. And from the other action here, you can also configure your switch here. You can configure the port list, such as do some port enable, PoE enable, or VLAN mode trunk, and you can set the different types of VLAN mode to the devices. And the VLAN list, you can delete the VLAN or add some new VLAN here. So that mode let me create VLAN 2. Okay. As shown here, the VLAN 2 is shown here. And then also delete the VLAN by clicking this button. Yes. From the static routes, section, you can set the static route table here, and just enter the destination network and subnet mask and the next hop and IP version 6. And loop protection will help you to protect your device from the loop topology. And the HCP snooping and some basic function about switches and port speed limit. You can set the ingress rate limit and egress rate limit. And storm control configuration, you can set the port to enable the storm control, unknown unicast, multicast, and broadcast. Port protection. In this section, you can also choose a port to enable the port protection, and that means this port will be isolated with any other port in your switch. And static link aggregation and PoE function here. And the highlight of our ACC platform in the PoE configuration function, just we can set the time schedule here. You just need to enter the schedule type, one time or recurring, and start time and end time, and this function will be configured. And another highlight of ACC is the UI function. And this function allows you to visit the web page, whether you can access the internal network or not. It's very convenient for IT teams to manage or monitor the device. And create a tunnel and open. And enter your account number. And the web page as shown here, you can see our platform can support plenty of configurations, such as system siting, IP configuration, monitor management, and switching configuration with LAN. A lot of configuration can be configured in the web page. Okay, let's back to the ACC. And another very convenient function here is our one-click upgrade function. And if there is a upgradable device here, the indicator will appear at the soft version column, and you can select all of your upgradable devices, and just need to click this button, one click upgrade, and all of your upgradable devices can be upgraded. Okay, let's go to the next part. The next part is the aside list section, and this section will just displays all of your project devices in your project. and the byte configuration section. And in this section, you can do some bulk settings in this page, and you just need to choose a specific project and a specific device model, and all of these types of switches can be configured at a time. Some VLAN configuration, loop protection, storm control, and port enable, just the same as the device configure. And for the alert list section, you can see all of the alerts here, unresolved and resolved. And you can also narrow down the project name, alert type, and alert level, and device type to set a different scope, and see some details about the alerts, project information, alert information, alert device information, and upstream device information. Our platform can also support the alert configuration. And one highlight about our alert configuration here is a email notice. If you enable the email notice function, and the CPU usage function will be the CPU usage alert will be triggered, and then you will receive an email. Let me show you how to set the threshold. For example, I will set the threshold to 0. That means if the CPU usage is over to 0, and a minor alerts will be triggered and confirmed. And a few minutes later, your email will receive. Yes, you can see the CPU usage alerts here, and alert detail, and device address, device MAC, and device IP, and alert time, and you can also handle this alert back to 75 and confirm. Okay, and the CPU usage will be cleared, and duration is 29 seconds. It's very convenient for monitoring. And you just need to set the alert receiver email here. Add your email. From the floor map section, you can see all your projects you created in the map, and you can also click this button to see where your project is. Yeah, it's blinking. It's blinking. Oh. And the network topology section, our platform will automatically generate the topology, and so it's very convenient for IT teams to monitor the devices. And you can also see the link speed by clicking this line. The current link speed is 1000, and you can also click the different switches to see some specific information about the device, some detail port information, occupancy rate and hot list alert information. And you can also do some action here. Yes. The firmware upload section, and this section you can add the firmware here. Select device type and select the device module, and enter the firmware. And the firmware, you can grab the firmware through our official website. Resources, support and services, and download center. And from this page, you can download all of the firmware here, and then you can download the specific type and upload the firmware here and confirm. And then this page will appear this indicator, and you can upgrade your device by clicking one-click upgrade. It's very convenient. From the operation logs, you can see all of your operation logs here. Just some created webinar project, or just mainly focus on the project information. And the project information, and this page will show the project information about you shared with others, and the others shared with you. And the system information here, just mainly focus on the system information, because we don't have any system information, so there's nothing. Okay, let's back to the presentation demo. And I hope this demonstration gives you a better understanding of how ACC can simplify network management. Let's go to the next part. The next part is the Q&A section. Feel free to type all your questions in the chat box, and we will get through them one by one.
How to recover. The question is, when we upgrade firmware and the power loss, how to recover?
Oh, I think it's quite. I think it's a good question. Our platform can support one-click upgrade, and then the switch can restart itself, and you don't worry about the recover. Yes. Please share the PPT. Okay. After the webinar, I will share the PPT. Any other questions? Okay. Okay.
Okay, let me take over. And thank you for the Liber for the comprehensive introduction to the platform. I believe that everyone have a solid understanding of our platform. But I think that there was some network delay and latency during the screen sharing. So maybe the all the guys can access our cloud platform to have a real text, and then I think there you know acquires during the formal using for our some latency in our cloud platform. So okay, so thank you everyone for joining for today's webinar, and then maybe has a last day, and then we will issue the certification for all the guys, and then please scan the QR code to and then you scroll up to the 60 or above and can earn the AurCore official certification. And then certification will be emailed to you within the 3 business days. Okay.
You can scan the QR code to take the assessment to test your ACC knowledge.
Okay, I already share in the chat box, and then can scan QR code. Okay. Thank you for everyone. Thank you for today. Have a nice day, and then follow our linking and website.